Thanks for joining me here on Good News Daily. I'm Pastor Brian Maples, Grace and Faith Bible Church, as well as Communicating Truth Incorporated. Romans 8:32, he that spared not his own son, but delivered him up, or gave him into the hands of someone else for us, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? What an outstanding question. Paul just finished this long discourse on salvation and what God's done for us and giving Jesus as a sacrifice and how we're justified by faith and all this stuff. And it brings him to this point here where he asks the question, how will he not with him also freely give us all things? This word give here, the root word of it is charis, which is grace. How will God not grace us with all things? How is there not grace for everything when God gave us Jesus? You see, Jesus was greater than all, by, infinite, eternally greater than all. Jesus is God. All right, so if something so great was given for us, really ask yourself, how would God not give me whatever else I want? If God gave you Jesus, how's he not going to give you that house that you need or want? Why would we think that God gets upset with us if we go if we want a boat so that we can cruise the ocean for no reason, even though there's starving people somewhere else? Do we really believe that God is limited in his wealth and in his ability? That he can't bless us with whatever we want? Now, I'm assuming your heart's right. You can want evil things, and that's something that, the Word of God will balance you and check you on and make sure that you're right. But we should have this attitude. We should have this understanding that God's behavior toward us, God's disposition, the way he thinks to us and relates to us is this. He didn't spare his own son. He gave you what was most dear to his heart. You ought to check out my book, Psalm 91. If you go to Amazon.com, look up Brian Maples, Psalm 91, get that book, because the first part of that book talks about how Jesus is the heart of God. He is the most guarded and treasured thing to the Lord. And he was given for you, to pay for all your rotten, nasty stuff that you did, are doing, and haven't even done yet. It's all paid for. How's he not going to give you everything? Ask yourself that question today. How would God not give me that? I need this, or I want this. Ask yourself, how would God not give that to me? Compare it to what he's already done for you. He's already given it to you. You'll find out he's already blessed you with every good thing. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe to this. BrianMaples.org, Good News Daily.